And good evening and welcome to Lakemont Park. It is the 2023 CBRC Lakemont Park Summer Basketball League Championships. I'm Dave Shannon, joined by Mike Luciano. And Mike, good to have you here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm pretty familiar with both teams. I played for Beating the Odds and Budget Beverage for years, and I know these people from Sheets. So it should be a great game on paper. It looks like it's going to be very close, but we'll see what happens. Got a mix of older and younger players, and we'll get tip-offs ready.
Yes, we are. And the ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Budget Beverage. Drive toward the basket, up off the glass, no good, and the rebound is pulled in by Gary Vermeulen.
Gary's been around a long time. He's 60. He's a very savvy player. Was a scrapper back in his days at Penn Cambria.
Gary with a nice block out there at the top of the key. Pass goes to Cody Black. Black then kicks it back out. Seth Rummel with the basketball. Just on the right wing. Spins near the key, and then he kicks it back out. They set up again. Driving toward the basket. Nice attempted steal, but a good recovery there by Derek Forshee. Forshee puts it up. It does not fall, but he is fouled on the play.
Foul on Val Mignon. Val is 59 years old. Val is a former MVP, Division I, 1989, where he scored 17 points.
Two shots, and the first one's good for Forshee.
Val scored 17 in the Division I championship.
Wow.
Back in 1989. They beat a Mike Isolino, Larry McAleer, Rick Hawkino's team.
1 for 2 from the line, and Cheats is up by a 1-0 score. Budget Beverage with the ball, working it down inside. Nice spin move in the lane, up off the glass and in for Ty Irwin.
Great pass inside by Curtis. John Michael Curtis to Ty. Ty's a strong player.
Driving to the basket, up off the glass and in by Gary Vermeulen. It is 3-2 in favor of Sheets. Budget Beverage with the ball again. Val Mignon kicks it inside, comes back out, top of the key for three. That's a little bit off to the right. Rebound eventually gathered in by Budget Beverage with the basketball. Mark Sinisi kicks it out between the circles. That's John Michael Curtis over on the left wing now. Into the left corner. Now back over on the right side, down the right baseline. Did not step out of bounds, made it the whole way to the hole. Did John Michael Curtis put the shot up? He was fouled in the process.
Gave up the baseline there. Once you give up the baseline, you're in a bad situation, and he had to foul or give up the layup.
2 shots from the line for John Michael Curtis. First shot, he misses.
Little wind out here. Little wind. That's a bad element of outdoor basketball.
Second attempt by Curtis is in the air. And that's off the front of the rim. Ball is tipped around. Coming up with the basketball, Seth Rummel. He's going to go all the way to the hole at the other end. Puts it up and is fouled in the process. That's a nice play by Rummel. Had tunnel vision right to the basket. Put it up. Did not fall, but he does get to go to the line to add points. I missed who the foul was on.
The foul was on Broombaugh, Jared Broombaugh.
First shot from the foul line is off to the left, and that'll bring up shot number 2 for Seth Rummel. And he makes that one. It is a 4-2 Sheets lead. Sheets and Budget Beverage, that is, going at it here. With the basketball, it's Val Mignon, and Val works it down inside, and a foul is called. It's a lane violation, actually. 3 in the key.
3 seconds. You don't even see that too many times. But that seemed like a quick one there, but.
With the basketball then, Gary Vermeulen kicks it over on the right wing. With the basketball, it's Derek Forshee. Forshee works it around. They get it to Matt Gindelsberger. Now back out top of the key. Seth Rummel penetrates, puts it up off the glass, won't go. Ball's tipped around, and the rebound still up for grabs. And eventually it's gotten under control by John Michael Curtis. Here comes Budget Beverage trying to tie the game up. It's 4-2 and 15:53 left to go here. That shot is up deep from the left wing. A beautiful shot is up and in for Budget Beverage.
Jared Broomball hit that three. Jared's worked on his outside shot. He's an unbelievable athlete, always conditioned and always ready to go.
And there's a three from the top of the key for Derek Forshee. Forshee now with 4 points in the game as he gets that one up, and that was a short-lived lead for Budget Beverage as Sheets regains the lead 7-5 with the basketball. It's Val Mignon, kicks it over in the left wing. Down inside, spin move in the lane, up off the glass. A good shot, but it won't go for Ty Irwin. Back the other way goes Sheets. Up and in. Nice layup as Seth Rummel kind of putting on a show here early, Mike.
Yeah, he looks pretty good out there. He runs the floor well. It was a nice left-handed layup. Jared kind of let him go. Jared didn't want to get a second foul because he's very valuable to this team and what they do.
Shot taken in the lane. That's off to the left, and Ty Irwin unable to hit. Once again, quickly out in front of the pack. It is Seth Rummel adding another one, and now Sheets goes up as it is now at 11-5. 14:39 left to go in period one. With the basketball, Jared Broombaugh. Broombaugh dribbles over toward the right wing, kicks it down on the right baseline. Driving to the hole down the baseline, putting it up and in, John Michael Curtis.
Big bucket by Curtis. He's a BG graduate.
And can they stop Seth Rummel? They do stop him from scoring on the floor, but he's going to get to go to the line. He's in that, he's just about everywhere in the court right now.
Yes, he is. He's running the floor well. He looks up and he goes straight at it. They got to put a body in front of him and make him turn the other way. He's going to get to the hole.
Sheets trying to add to a 4-point lead. And nothing but net for Seth Rummel. He is now 2 for 3 from the line in the game. Second shot is up. And nothing but net again, 2 for 2 in that trip to the line.
I think the key, they need to make a couple threes. Tom Turtle Smith, who's one of the great players out here for years, is away, unfortunately. And I know Turtle does not like missing games.
Mignon passes down inside. A spin move attempt by John Michael Curtis. Ball gets away. Mignon has it back. Goes to the hole, puts it up off the glass, and it won't fall. Foul is called on Sheets. And that's Derek Forshee picking up that foul.
Val's one of the greatest competitors I've ever played with. He plays hard. Teammates love him.
Budget down by 6 here, Mike. And
yes.
He misses the first one of 2. An interesting thing coming up in high school basketball. We'll talk about that briefly after Val takes his second shot that he makes.
The changes. The rule changes.
Yeah, the no more one-on-ones.
No more one-on-ones. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. I'm not sure. You know, when you've been around basketball, it changes sometimes. You think about them, but, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I think the shot clock's coming next.
Yeah, and that's an issue with money. I've talked to many athletic directors, and they talk about the cost involved in getting a shot clock installed in the schools. With the basketball, it is Sheet shot up by Gary Vermeulen.
He used all the rim there, I'll tell you. I didn't think that was going in, but he had the touch there.
It is 15-8 in favor of Sheets. Shot taken, rebound pulled in by Budget Beverage. Ball eventually goes out of bounds. With the rebound, it was Mark Sinisi, and it ended up being batted away from him, unable to save it from going out of bounds, so Sheets gets a turnover.
Good hands there.
11:50 left to go. It is 15-8 in favor of Sheets. With the basketball, it is Derek Forshee. Forshee comes out to the midcourt stripe, now stops, top of the key. Gets it to Seth Rummel. Rummel tries to penetrate, and a travel's called. Was no doubt about that. Good defense by Budget Beverage, Mike.
Little hop step. Skylar Mignon, Val's son, who's a great kid, a great competitor, stepped in and made him travel.
Us hip kids call that a Euro step, Mike.
That's right. Yeah, that's legal in other places.
In other places, yeah. Pass goes down inside for Budget Beverage, and a nice pass cutting down the key. It was Sinisi, and he's unable to convert. Sheets back the other way. Driving to the hole, up off the glass. It won't go for Derek Forshee, and the rebound by Budget Beverage and Jared Broombaugh. Broombaugh up the floor. And now he's going to move over to the top of the key. Broombaugh kicks it into the right corner. Coming out of that corner, John Michael Curtis goes back to Jared. Now over on the left wing. Brumbaugh, top of the key. Makes a move, gets open, but decides to pass down in on the baseline.
You got to hit that shot. Got to take it.
Yeah. Here's a shot that goes up for three, and it's a little wide to the left for John Michael Curtis, and ball goes out of bounds to Sheets.
Corey Garrett checking into the game.
Corey comes in for Mark Sinisi, and it'll be Gary Vermeulen to bring the ball up the floor. 15-8, Sheets with the lead here. It is Division 5 play that is going on with the basketball. Seth Rummel. Rummel penetrates, goes into the right corner. Coming out of that corner and putting up a shot and drawing a foul is Derek Forshey.
It's good to see Corey Garrett still playing. He took a year or two off. He had some injuries. Corey is best known, voted the #1 shot in the history of Blair County.
Derek Forshey at the line, makes the first one.
Corey made mid-quarter to send Altoona High to the Western Finals. They were playing Aliquippa.
Derek is now 2 for 3 from the line. He'll try to make that 3 for 4. Some of the championship sponsors for tonight's coverage. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. 50% so far from the line. Budget Beverage, Mike's Court, Powerhouse Subs, Sheets, and Lakemont Park. Some of the sponsors for this District 5 championship game. Budget Beverage with a spin move, and the shot will not go for Corey Garrett. And it's Brumbaugh out, foul line extended, and moves into the foul line, gets it up and in. Jared Brumbaugh.
Beautiful shot. Medium range game isn't found too much anymore. Jared's worked on that too. He's quick and he can get some spacing there, and great release and beautiful shot.
16-10 now, and it's Seth Rummel. Goes down the baseline, puts it up, wanted a foul call, did not get one. Budget Beverage with the rebound, and they bring it up the floor.
Mike Mignon bringing the ball up the floor. Mike, one of the almost one of the original members of this team.
Mike, the Skyler back to Mike. Deep from the left wing, puts it up and won't go. Trying to tip it back up and in was Ty Irwin. That won't go eventually. Sheets has the rebound, and Gary Vermeulen back up the floor. Stops for a three deep on the right wing. That won't go. Ty Irwin with the rebound for Budget. It'll be Jared Brumbaugh to bring it up the floor. Brumbaugh on the right wing. Kicks it over. Corey Garrett passes inside to one of the Mignons. Takes a shot. I'm just going to say that now.
Yeah, 2 Mignons.
So back down the floor, it's Gary Vermeulen. Passes the ball to Seth Rummel. Rummel down in on the baseline, makes a move toward the basket and draws a foul.
Rummel forced the issue there.
Yeah, he did. And such a big part of what Sheets does.
Yes. Might have taken a bad shot, but he got the foul, and now he's at the line. Got Cody Black in there. Cody's a very strong player, number 0.
Shots up and in as Seth Rummel hot both from the field and at the foul line, as he is now 4 for 5 from the foul line. And he misses that. That's the broadcaster jinx. Talked him right out of making that one.
That's right.
He's now 4 for 6.
I've seen that many a times.
All right, with the basketball, it's Ty Irwin. Ty kicks it back out to the midcourt area, and Mike Mignon passes it over. Brumbaugh kicks it back over. Shots up. That's a nice jumper by Ty Irwin for Budget Beverage.
Great shot by Ty. Stepped it out. Budget Beverage really needed that bucket.
17-12, 5-point lead for Sheets. With the basketball now, it is Sheets, and a nice baseline move by Sean Boland. Sean puts it up and in, and it is now 19-12 in favor of Sheets. It basically came out to the 7-point distance, and it's stayed that way.
There, yeah. Way too easy there. You got to give up when you're playing outside basketball, give up the jumper, not the drive.
It is Budget Beverage with the basketball. Corey Garrett, Jared Brumbaugh, and back out to Mike Mignon. Mike dribbles, kicks it into the foul line. And a nice move toward the basket by Corey Garrett. He leans into it, gets a shot to fall, and one.
Great shot by Corey. Uses right there. He's usually all left, but Corey's very savvy. He's been around the game for 45, 50 years, and just a remarkable athlete. Played college football at the University of UConn.
Oh, they did not count the shot? I don't know.
No, they did.
Oh, they did. Okay. Because I saw the referee at the baseline
Mhm.
saying 2 shots, and it's like, okay. But no, he got credit for the 2, and now he completes the traditional 3-point play.
Huge bucket by Garrett once again.
Yes, it was. And a
They
timeout on the
needed
floor.
that. See, on the other side, we have a father-son combination too, the Vrabels.
I was going to check to see if they have any relation to Mike,
Nick
head
and
coach
Lucas.
of the Tennessee
Yeah,
Titans.
you never know. We'll have to maybe check in on that.
Okay. Probably a distant cousin of some sort.
There's not a lot of Vrabels in the world.
Yeah, and the Mike Vrabel is from the Pittsburgh area, so
it's a possibility.
There's a possibility there. Want to thank our sponsors here for the championship coverage. That includes Sideline Cancer, Superior Detailing and Car Wash, Stuckey's Automotive, American Eagle, Paper Mills, Altoona Mirror, Public Access, Proactive Sports, and the Central Blair Rec Commission. All right, out of the timeout, it'll be Sheets, as Budget has taken that lead down to 4 with 5.5 left to go here in the first half. Sheets with the basketball. They kick it over in the left wing. Nice pass down inside. Spin move in the lane, and Cody Black is going to be fouled. Not shooting at the time, but nonetheless, a foul call.
Cody hasn't touched the ball a lot, but when he gets it, he's a handful.
Sean Boland with the basketball, kicks it over, and Seth Rummel. He's been able to do it all for Sheets. Oh, man, he got bumped pretty hard there. And that was by Skylar Mignon.
Great defense by Skylar. He
and the turnover. Yeah. Jared Brumbaugh with the basketball. Foul with the shot deep on the right wing, and the shot will not go. Battle for the rebound, and in an effort to get the rebound, Sheets ends up knocking it out of bounds, giving Budget another chance. That goes out of bounds off of Scott Tubo.
Scott Tubo, another player that's been around for a long time.
Scott got a hand on that one on the inbound play.
His son Corey was a great player at Altoona.
19-15. Budget trying to get that lead down even smaller here. Pass goes down in on the left side of the key. They go to Sinisi, puts it up, won't go. What an effort by Jared Brumbaugh, but he's unable to complete that shot. And it's Sheets with the basketball. They get it ahead, and it gets tipped away. Budget ends up pulling it back in. Corey Garrett gets the loose ball and gives it to Jared Brumbaugh. Budget again trying to cut that lead. Only a 4-point lead at this point. Boy, what an effort there by Tubos. He just slapped that one away.
Yep, went right over the top. One thing when you're playing defense, you usually don't get a foul if you go over the top. You reach around, they're going to call it.
Good job by Scott to knock that one away. Of course, it went out of bounds off of Sheets, and Budget Beverage will inbound. Jared Brumbaugh gets it in. Okay, Tubo's putting on a clinic now.
Yes, he is. He's 60 years old. He's using everything he has.
I'm impressed. 3:17 left to go in the first half. Corey Garrett with the basketball. Gets it to Mark Sinisi, and the shot won't go. And here he is, Mr. Everything for Sheets. Gets down to the basket, puts up a shot, but won't go for Seth Rummel. Battle for the rebound afterward, and a foul called after that. And it's going to be Rummel to the line again.
Garrett tried to take the charge there. Could have went either way. I like the no call a lot. No harm, no foul.
Rummel, the leading scorer for Sheets, gets a nice pop-up off the rim, and it comes back down through the hole. And he's 2 for 2 in that trip to the line.
Yes, he's playing very well.
Broadcaster jinx has been removed.
Yes.
Jared Brumbaugh over the midcourt stripe for Budget Beverage. Down by 6 at the moment. And with the basketball, Skylar Mignon goes to Jared Brumbaugh and then kicks it over to Corey Garrett. Garrett takes the shot inside the three-point arc for a pair.
Corey with just a huge lift here for this team. 2 huge baskets and a follow-up there, and a 3-point player.
Oh, my. Scott Tubo with a nice move to get an open shot there on the foul line extended, but 3 seconds called on Sheets, and Budget gets the ball back. And the clock kicks back into action with 1:55 left to go in the first half.
Very important 2 minutes here.
Yeah, for sure.
Dave.
21-17, 4-point difference. It's Broombaugh with the basketball. He's deep on the right wing. No way to penetrate at this point. Tries to go to Garrett. Tips off his hand, but a nice save over on the far side by John Michael Curtis. With the basketball, Skylar Mignon. Mignon goes to Garrett. Garrett kicks it down the baseline. Nice move to get inside and be able to take a shot. And eventually, it is Mark Sinisi trying to get it back up and in, and Mark draws the foul. He draws a lot of attention underneath there.
Yes, he does. He's a big body. He plays hard. Always brings a lot of energy to the court.
2 shots for Sinisi. First one is up, and nothing but net.
Nice release there from Mark.
You love to see that from the big guys, Mike.
Yeah, looked very confident there.
Okay, rebound goes to Sheets. He's 1 for 2 in that trip to the line. 21-18 the score. And once again, it's Seth Rummel with the basketball for Sheets. Trying to pick up a screen and eventually tries to get open over near the key, and he'll draw a foul from Corey Garrett. Corey's second, as I have him.
Puts him in a 1-on-1 day.
Yeah. 1-on-1, something you won't see in high school basketball this year.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
First shot's up by Rummel and in. In double digits with 11 points right now. Make it 12. Another perfect trip to the line. He's only missed 2 from the line all night, and he's been there a good bit, Mike.
Very solid, very solid.
Minute 10 left to go here in the first half, and it's Skylar Mignon with the basketball, kicks it down into the baseline. Corey Garrett kicks it out. Broombaugh with the basketball, penetrates too high off the glass. Ball's being tipped around, eventually reeled in by Lucas Vrabel. And he gets it ahead to Rummel and is unable to complete the shot. Budget Beverage gets the turnover.
Great defense by Skylar Mignon.
23-18. 5-point difference.
That's
my, is that huge.
That's a huge swing. That's a 5-point swing there. They had a layup.
Jared Broombaugh makes it 23-21, a 2-point game. 24 seconds left to go. Lucas Vrabel with the basketball gets it to Rummel. Seth Rummel pulls it back out top of the key, guarded by Broombaugh. That's a matchup there. 3-point attempt, deep one, taken by Lucas Vrabel, and it does not go in. Ball bounces around and eventually out of bounds to Budget Beverage. Jared Broombaugh over on the far side, and Budget will bring it in after they take a break. Not such a bad idea.
No. Great shot by Broombaugh, especially without Tom Turtle Smith not here and John Burwanger. They're both away. Tom Smith creates some spacing. He's a very smart player. And I think that they just need to make that outside shot to open it up inside.
Yeah, that's one of the things that it's kind of like you can make a comparison with that outside-inside stuff to what happens in football when you talk about passing and rushing. You know, in order to have a good passing game, you have to have a good rushing game.
Exactly.
And they play off of each other, just the way you just said, Mike, with inside and outside game. Inbounding the ball, it'll be Jared Broombaugh, and takes it into Mike Mignon, right back to Jared. Jared up the floor, 3 seconds left to go. And a nice jumper up off the glass. It won't go. Rebounds put back up, that is, by Mark Sinisi, and it won't go. But what an exciting first half here in Division 5. And we have that first half in. The score is 23 for Sheets and 21 for Budget Beverage. What do you think?
I thought it was very well played. A lot of smart players out there. It was a little shaky there a little bit for Budget Beverage, but they had timely shots by Garrett and by Broombaugh. And like I said, Corey's 60 years old. He played a fantastic half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the other side, you had Rummel, who got to the hole and, you know, has really played well. You know, I'm surprised Cody Black hasn't touched the ball a little bit more. Cody's a very strong player. But I think they're sealing them off pretty good in the inside. So we'll see if Cody can touch the ball a little bit in the second half. The three by the still by Skylar Mignon and the three by Broomball was absolutely huge. It was a 5-point swing.
Yeah.
And
I have a little too many points for budget beverage on my score sheet. I will give you the numbers I have for sheets. And that is Gary Vermeulen with 4 so far in the first half. Seth Rummel, obviously the star. He ends up with 12. And I'll tell you what, a majority of those, only 4 of those points, Mike, came from the floor.
Yes.
The other 8 of those 12 all from the foul line.
Yes.
Derek Forshee with 5. He hit a 3 in the first half, and Sean Boland with a pair.
Yes.
I have Jared Brumbaugh, and I may have added an extra one for him. I have him with 8 points in the first half. Mark Sinisi with 1 from the foul line. Corey Garrett, I have him with 7 in the first half. Ty Irwin, and I have him with 4. I have John Michael Curtis with a pair, and Val Mignon went 1 for 2 from the foul line. Underway in the second half, and Sheets with a basketball. Derek Forshee takes the opening shot here in the second half. It's no good, and it's budget beverage. Kind of feel a little bit of momentum heading budget's way here, Mike. Nice spin movement up off the glass. Mark Sinisi with the first points of the second half, and we are in a tie ball game at 23.
Beautiful pass by Mignon there. Got a little step ahead there, and nice little bounce pass to Nisi for the layup.
And a little bit handsy there, little body contact as Sheets was trying to get the ball up the floor, and the foul gets called. Sheets will inbound right in front of us as Nick Vrabel inbounds to Derek Forshee. Forshee kicks it back over to Nick. Spin move from the left side of the key. Shots put up and it won't fall and goes right into the hands of Jared Brumbaugh. You know, looking at Nick Vrabel, I think he looks like he could be related to Mike.
They look a little bit alike. They do.
Yeah.
They do. They really do.
Pass goes down inside. Budget Beverage gets a shot up off the glass and in. That one from Ty Irwin.
2 back-to-back assists by Mignon. He's really getting in there a little bit and seeing the open man and dumping it in for a little layup.
Ty trying to complete the traditional three-point play.
Ty's grandfather over there, the great Tom Irwin, the great coach at Bishop Guilfoyle, enjoying the game.
Oh, my. Too much English on that one. Rattled right out. Nick Vrabel with the rebound for Budget Beverage. He gets it up the floor. I'm sorry. Yep, that was Nick. All right, it is Sheets with the basketball. It's another steal by Budget Beverage. Their D is coming out hot here in the second half, Mike.
Yeah, you hit that right now. A big momentum swing here.
With the rebound, it's Ty Irwin. He gets tied up there in the lane, and eventually it's controlled by Sheets. They try to get it ahead. Jared Brumbaugh has the ball back. They called backcourt violation on Jared Brumbaugh. I didn't see that from my position, but...
No, I didn't either. I don't know.
I don't have a whistle either.
We don't have replay.
That's right. We definitely don't have that.
I didn't see anything there. I don't know what happened there.
All right, it is Sheets with the basketball, and there is Mr. Vrabel, and he kicks it over for a right wing 3 from Derek Forshee.
2 threes for Forshee. You got to make him put it on the floor.
It is 26-25. We're down to a 1-point game now in Budget Beverage with the basketball. Ty Irwin kicks it to Jared Brumbaugh deep down the right baseline in the corner. Kicks it over. Val Mignon works it around. Nice cut by Jared Brumbaugh, and he has the finish.
Jared never stops.
Lead goes back in favor of Budget. 27-26. Vrabel gets the ball over to Gindelsberger. Shot from the foul line, the baseline won't go. And quite a struggle to get control of that basketball there as Derek Forshee going at it with Val Mignon. And they both go down, and the basketball will go to Sheets.
You guys someone's got to go.
27-26. Inbound play, Nick Vrabel. There's a shot. I don't know if that would have been a 3. I didn't see any official put his arm up, but Doesn't go anyway. And it's Jared Brumbaugh with the rebound. Quickly down the floor, Budget Beverage. John Michael Curtis back out to Jared Brumbaugh. Jared to Mark Sinisi. Sinisi on the right elbow. Eventually has the cut to the basket, gets a nice baseline pass, and Mark Sinisi now with 4 points here in the second half.
But Budget Beverage really exploring the inside there. Great passing interior from the big men for small layups.
My, how things have changed, Mike. It's a 3-point swing. Whoa, there's a shot by Brumbaugh that is in there.
Huge shot by Jared. Like I said, the medium range game is a game that's not around that much anymore.
3-point attempt by Vermeulen won't go. The ball rattles around the rim, and a battle for the rebound, and it is Sheets ball. Coming back into the game for Budget Beverage, it's Corey Garrett.
Sinisi coming off again to the bench, but a big lift from Mark.
Garrett brought quite a lift to this team here in the first half.
Yes. He made 2 huge baskets. One was an and one.
Vermeulen with the basketball, kicks it over. 3-point attempt will not go as Derek Forshey unable to hit that one. The ball ends up going out of bounds into the clover off the end of the court here.
Sheets seems to be forcing a little bit too many bad shots here. See if they can settle down.
I think they got kind of used to being in control there in the first half, and now Budget, I guess, maybe has surprised them a little bit, coming out strong here to start the second half. Shot taken, won't go. And the rebound eventually in the hands of Ty Irwin. Makes a move toward the basket, but instead, did he step out or was there was a foul call?
He went over the back.
Okay. So it'll be Sheets basketball as they inbound, and Gindelsberger gets it into Lucas Vrabel. Lucas kicks it over. Rummel. Seth with the basketball. Goes around 2 Budget Beverage players. Eventually gets to a point where he can take a shot in the lane, puts it up off the glass, and draws the foul.
Back to the line again for Rummel. He's been, and he missed 2 foul shots.
And he makes that one.
What is he from the line, Dave?
He is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 11.
9 for 11.
Yeah. How many coaches would give out scholarships based on that number?
Yes.
And he's 2 for 2 now in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
His foul shots are keeping him in it.
No doubt. 5 points so far in the second half for Sheets. Budget Beverage doing a little bit better as they're up by a 31-28 score. Budget with the basketball. It'll be Jared Brumbaugh from the left wing for 3.
Jared has just improved every aspect of his game. He is hard to guard, especially when he gets going.
Hard to guard and a good defender on top of that.
Yep.
And with the basketball, gets loose underneath. Shot put up by Cody Black. And Cody takes a shot, it won't go. And here's Jared Brumbaugh with the basketball again. Corey Garrett goes over to Val Mignon, back to Corey at the top of the key. And Jared Brumbaugh takes it off of him. Over on the right wing now. Mignon, top of the key, back over to Brumbaugh. They get it down inside, and the ball is eventually tipped away. With it, it's Lucas Vrabel. Goes to the basket, lays it up and in. Nice finish by Lucas Vrabel.
Very strong move by Lucas there, especially against a tough defender in Brumbaugh.
I don't know, did Lucas even get in the first half? I know he didn't have points.
Yes, he did play.
All right. And with the basketball now, it is Budget Beverage with it right now. John Michael Curtis gets it to Jared Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh kicks it over, left wing. Go down in on the baseline. Move toward the basket. Skylar Mignon kicks back. And now eventually into the left corner. 3-point attempt won't go for John Michael Curtis. Rebounds put back up and in. What a prayer, but it fell. Val Mignon.
There's Val, always battling. Battles till the end. Val never gives up on a play. He's always been like that, and he continues it today.
6-point lead in favor of Budget Beverage. 11:15 left to go here in the second half. Driving down the lane, it's Rummel, and drawing a foul.
Rummel's got a good first step. Got to watch the waist and make him pick the ball up.
John Michael Curtis whistled on that one. Rummel at the line. First shot is up and in. Continues to just be smoking hot from the foul line.
So
Mark Sinise comes back into the game. Second shot off the back of the rim. Broadcaster Jinx.
that's right.
I guess we'll take credit for that.
Yep.
36-31, a 5-point Budget Beverage lead, and Jared Brumbaugh with the basketball. Val Mignon, left wing, down in on the baseline to Sinise, back out to Mignon. Nice pass inside, spin move, nice pass to Sinise with a finish. Corey Garrett with a great pass, and Mark Sinise suddenly now has 7 points in the game, 6 of those here in the second half.
It's a great lift again by Sinise. He's playing very well here in the second half.
Seth Rummel on the right wing, dribbling the basketball, looking for an opening. He sees it, he takes it, goes to the hole, puts it up and won't go, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. You talk about a guy that just doesn't quit.
I'm impressed with Rummel. I didn't know he was, didn't know much about him. I heard he scored a lot, but very impressive.
It is now a 5-point lead for Budget Beverage, 38-33, 9:40 left to go here in the second half. Division 5 championship game between Sheets and Budget Beverage. Out of the corner, a three-point attempt, and a nice shot by Skylar Mignon.
Father and son, Val and Skylar, what a beautiful thing to see.
Sheets with the basketball. Lucas Rabel kicks it over to Rummel. Deep three from the right wing, almost an NBA-type shot, and attempting to save the basketball of Rabel, but he stepped on the end line, and they rule that out of bounds. It is an 8-point lead for Budget Beverage.
Huge shot by Skylar Mignon. Really stepped up. He took a couple bad shots in the first half, came back and nailed one.
Breeze comes through, and I'm sure most of these guys are appreciative of that. Prior to the start of the game, it was cloudy, and suddenly, as they called for the jump ball, it got hot out here, to say the least.
Yes, it did.
Oh, Budget Beverage, a three-point attempt won't go. A rebound by Brumbaugh, and he ends up having it go out of bounds. Steve Brumbaugh in the game.
Lots of father and son combinations out here. It's nice to see that.
Into the game for Sheets, Sean Boland. He replaces Matt Gindelsberger. And attempting to come down the baseline is Skylar Mignon, and he gets bumped out of bounds. The foul is called, and it's Budget basketball. Sinise with it, kicks it back out. Jared Brumbaugh. Jared looks things over, and he goes to Skylar Mignon. Takes a three-point shot, it won't go. Here comes Seth Rummel in a hurry for Sheets. Down the lane, up, off the glass, no good. Ball gets tapped around, finally under control by Sheets. They work it back outside. There's a nice move to get open, and a nice finish by Derek Forshee.
Forshee, smart player.
Now with 10 points in the game, and with the score, Budget Beverage 41 and Sheets 35. They take a timeout here with 7:32 left to go. So quite, as we've been talking about, quite a different first and second half here.
Yes, it is. Yep, Budget Beverage took the momentum from them. You saw a little bit going back their way second half. And just an overall well-played game. It's going to be hard to see what happens here in the second half, see if Sheets can stop that inside game of Budget Beverage and stop Jared Brumbaugh.
Division 5 championship. Championship sponsors Budget Beverage, Mike's Court, Powerhouse Subs, Sheets, Lakemont Park, Sideline Cancer, Superior Detailing and Car Wash, Stuckey's Automotive, American Eagle Paper Mills, the Altoona Mirror, Public Access, Proactive Sports, and the Central Blair Rec Commission. Up the floor quickly, that is Jared Brumbaugh. He does everything pretty quickly.
Yes, he does.
Val Mignon with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Sinise, to Brumbaugh, and back to Val Mignon. Goes back out to Jared Brumbaugh. Jared to Sinise inside. Spins in on the baseline, tries to get a shot up and draws a foul. Mark now really becoming a factor here in this comeback and overtaking of the lead by Budget Beverage.
Huge second half for Sinisi. Just playing really well, playing smart, not forcing anything.
He gets 2 here, fouled in the act of shooting, and a friendly roll around the rim.
That was he used it all there.
We're inside an amusement park. That was kind of an amusement park ride for that basketball. And that time he misses the rim altogether, so he goes 1 for 2 in that trip, 2 for 4 so far on the evening, and a total now of 8 points for Mark Sinisi. With the basketball, it is Sheets. Gary Vermeulen with the basketball.
Big possession here.
Ends up going to Cody Black. Tries a jumper from the baseline. It won't go, and trying to get the rebound. Derek Forshee. I was kind of worried about the way he went down there. I thought, uh-oh. But no, he pops right back up.
He went down there pretty hard there. Fortunately, he's fine.
Inbound play, Val Mignon to Jared Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh will bring it up the floor. Guarded by Vermeulen. Working the ball around, it's Budget Beverage coming down the baseline and putting up a shot. John Michael Curtis, and the whistle blows as he is able to. Nope. I thought that they may call that offensively against Curtis. So he does pick up the foul. Sheets gets a turnover unexpectedly to some on the Budget Beverage side of the court.
I missed that.
Yeah, that everybody was lining up like that was Budget's ball, but it ends up being Sheets' ball, and finishing Sean Boland at the other end, putting a deuce up for Sheets and taking the score to 42-37.
Big basket by Boland. Every possession is important.
This is going to be a down-to-the-wire run here for these teams with just a 5-point difference. Mark Sinisi with the basketball. Spin move on the baseline, puts it up and draws the foul.
Time clicking every time they get to the foul line.
You know, one thing about that performance so far by Sinisi, Mike, is just how he's been able to turn it on here in the second half.
Mark's always been a high-energy player. Like I said, when he gets going, he turns it on. And
it's certainly made all the difference in this game.
Yes, he has.
Sinisi's second shot is up off the side of the rim, and the rebound pulled in by Cody Black of Sheets. Black up the floor. Hands the ball off to Derek Forshee. Forshee will take a 3 from the right wing. Doesn't go. Nice effort to save that out of bounds. And then the ball gets passed around, and Gary Vermeulen can't get a hold of it. Goes out of bounds off of him. I think he was lobbying for a foul there. That's why it went out of bounds off of him. He did not get that. That lobby did not work well for him.
Nope.
42-37. Budget up by 5. Under 4 minutes left to go now in the game.
Budget doesn't have to force anything. They're in control a little bit here. This is a big possession.
Ty Irwin with the basketball. John Michael Irwin puts a shot up, and John Michael Curtis puts the shot up and won't go. Ends up going out of bounds. It'll be Derek Forshee to inbound.
See if they can cut it to 3 here. Changes the game.
Gary Vermeulen with the basketball takes a deep right wing 3 and makes it.
Huge shot for Gary Vermeulen. Incredible.
And that takes
Gary's 59 years old, still competing.
5-point lead has been cut down to just 2, 42-40. 3 minutes left to go. You can't ask for much better in a championship game.
Excellent game.
Mark Sinisi to Jared Brumbaugh, goes out of the right corner, and that's a deuce, but it'll go and count.
That's that medium-range game. Excellent.
18 points now on the evening for Jared Brumbaugh as Seth Rummel makes his way toward the basket, and going down the baseline, he manages to draw a foul. And a timeout is called.
Smart timeout here by Sheets.
2:34 left to go in the game, and a 44-40 Budget Beverage lead.
I say excellent on both teams. Played well. Coming down the wire here, exactly what we want. Nice little crowd here, enjoying the game. Beautiful night. Hoping to see a great ending.
Yeah, that's for sure. Budget Beverage won over Couples Contracting, Miller and Associates, and now taking on Sheets for the championship. Sheets took on Wolf Den Auto and defeated them, and then defeated Barton's to get to this championship game in Division 5.
Yeah, there's a couple upsets in the playoffs here at Division 5, and the 8 beat the 1, and
At the line, it's Seth Rummel. This has just been a remarkable performance by him.
he does it quietly too.
Yeah, he does. 2 for 2 on that trip. He's only missed 1 in the second half. That way I don't have to say anything about it the next time he goes to the line. John Michael Curtis over the midcourt stripe for Budget Beverage. Going toward the right, tries to get it down inside to Ty Irwin, and over the back with a foul.
John Michael Curtis saw a little bit of a mismatch here with Ty posting up real strong.
And Sean Bolin picking up that foul for Sheets. Inbound play to Jared Broombaugh. Jared, top of the key, Mark Sinisi. Tries to go back. Broombaugh was already out of that particular area. It's Rummel all the way to the hole, up off the glass and in. And guess what? We are tied at 44 with 1:47 left to go.
Tied up. Rummel's tough going to the hole there. Hard to stop.
And you know he's tough going to the hole because he got around Jared Broombaugh, who's been almost impenetrable throughout the course of the game. John Michael Curtis with the basketball. Spin move down inside the key. Hands it back to Val Mignon. Spin move up off the glass and won't go. Mark Sinisi tries to get the rebound. Can't get it under control. It goes out of bounds. And his Sheet's going to pull off a last-second comeback here and win this. Tied at 44 with 1:19 left to go in the second half. Gary Vermeulen with the basketball, dribbling on the left wing. Kicks it back out. Seth Rummel with the basketball. Rummel trying to get a screen, but that dissipates. Vermeulen with the basketball. In the key, kicks it over. Nice move, then back down in on the baseline to Vermeulen. And it wasn't the best of passes, and tried to keep it in bounds, which he did, but then the ball was tipped away. It's Jared Broombaugh with the basketball. Tied at 44, 48 seconds left to go. Val Mignon to Jared Broombaugh.
Fantastic game here. Let's see where Budget Beverage goes here.
John Michael Curtis goes down inside to Ty Irwin. They get it back out. Curtis, nice underhand pitch to Sinisi. Goes strong to the hole, and it won't go in. Ball is recovered out here by John Michael Curtis, and now Val Mignon will set things up with 27 seconds left to go. He goes to Broombaugh. Broombaugh gets spun around at midcourt. Does not commit a backcourt violation. Gets knocked on his keister. Gets back up, and he's back in the action.
Thought Budget might use a timeout here.
John Michael Curtis. Nope. They're going to take this down for the last shot. Tied at 44. Ty Irwin with a basketball. Leaning toward the basket. And what a move. Sinisi goes to the hole and finishes. It's a 2-point lead for Budget Beverage, 46-44 with 2.5 left to go in the game.
What a beautiful pass by Ty Irwin to Sinisi on the cut. I mean, a bounce pass.
Ty held that for a good period of time, and that allowed Sinisi to get really wide open.
He sized the play up.
Yep.
Kept his vision going and made the beautiful pass.
Can't get a much better assist than what Ty Irwin did.
The interior passing by Budget Beverage has just been excellent all second half.
All right. Sheets to Ty Irwin. They got 2.5 seconds to do it. It's Rummel with the basketball. Over the midcourt stripe. Game-ending three? No. It's going to be Budget Beverage coming up, the Division 5 champions. The final score, Budget Beverage 46 and Sheets 44. What a game.
Dave, what a great game. I mean, two great teams that played wonderful together. Nice gentlemen. I know all of them. And just an excellent game. And what a way to start off the playoffs here out at Lakemont Park.
Two Iron Men, so to speak, as far as the points go. Jared Broombaugh ended up with 18 in the game. And it was 21 for Seth Rummel of Sheets. And what a second half for Mark Sinisi.
You know,
out of nowhere. He had 1 point in the first half, and he ended up with, let's see, 10 overall. That's a nice game by Mark
yes,
Sinise.
can't say enough about Mark. He had a real bad turnover there in the second half when Rummel went in for the left-handed layup to tie the score, but Mark redeemed himself, played within himself, made the huge winning bucket, and just excellent play. I'll tell you, every player on Budget Beverage played a great role. Here comes Val Mignon,
Way to
another
go,
ring
Val.
for Val. Mike,